Okay, good evening, everyone, and I hope my laptop screen is visible to you. And we'll quickly start with the lecture. Just a minute. Yeah, so we'll have a quick revision of what we did in the last lecture, and then we'll continue ahead. As you know, if you have any doubts, you can always put it in the chat box. Okay, cool then. So, last lecture, we studied that in the chemical industries, we need chemical catalyst. Okay, catalyst are those chemicals which increase the rate of reaction. So, instead of chemical catalyst, we will be using microbial enzymes. Okay, why are we using microbial enzymes? The reason is there are certain advantages we have when we use a microbial enzyme instead of a chemical. So what were those uses? I even gave you the homework, so the answer also comprised of the same points. So I hope everyone remembers it and everyone will be able to recollect it. So these microbial enzymes, they are active at low temperature, pH and pressure. Lot of energy is not required. Very obviously, अगर ये सब maintain नहीं करना, low temperature high maintain नहीं करना, pH maintain नहीं करना, pressure maintain नहीं करना, तो हम लोग को एनर्जी भी नहीं लगेगा, अपना फ्यूल वगैरह सब कुछ सेव हो जाएगा. नो इरोजन, इरोजन नहीं होगा, कोरोजन नहीं होगा, तो इरोजन प्रूफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. इरोजन प्रूफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. Carry out the specific processes. These carry out the specific process so they don't make byproduct. Okay, unnecessary byproducts are not formed, and when unnecessary byproducts are not formed, the expenses on purification is minimized. बाय प्रोडक्ट बना ही नहीं तो प्योरिफिकेशन करना ही नहीं पड़ेगा. प्योरिफिकेशन नहीं करना पड़ेगा, बाय प्रोडक्ट नहीं मिलेगा, तो एलिमिनेशन डिकम्पोजिशन का भी सवाल नहीं आएगा. ओके, and the very most important point was enzymes can be reused. Okay, so what we can do is जो हमने enzyme initially use किए वो हम लोग reaction के end में recover कर सकते हैं, and recovery के बाद we can use them again in the next process. So here I again save money. Okay, I save money as well as the resources. And then there were examples. I did tell you that in this lecture I'll let you know that where are these enzymes used. Okay, though no one is gonna ask you कि इनके uses क्या है, आपको सिर्फ उनके examples पढ़ के जाना है. ठीक है. So first one is oxidoreductases. They help in oxidation reduction reaction. They increase the oxidation process. They fasten the oxidation. So that's why oxidoreductases. Next is transferases. From the name transferases, they help in transferring a functional group from one compound to another. अब मुझे पता नहीं आपको functional group पता है या नहीं, but chemistry में there will be a topic covering what are functional groups. So if you know, then well and good. If you don't know, you will get to know soon. Okay. So transferases are those enzymes which help in transferring functional group from one compound to another. Next is hydrolases. Now, when I say lases, that means it is breaking something. Okay. Hydrolases, hydro matlab water. So I will be using water and I will be breaking a particular compound. So that's why it is hydrolases. Okay. Next is lyases. Now, lyases is also an enzyme that catalyzes the breaking of various chemical bonds. Okay. हाइड्रोलाइसिस में भी ब्रेकिंग हो रहा है, लाइसिस में भी ब्रेकिंग हो रहा है, तो फर्क क्या है, डिफरेंस क्या है? लाइसिस में जब ब्रेकिंग होता है, इट इज नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ वाटर, इट कैन बी बिकॉज ऑफ वेरियस अदर रीजंस. ओके, सो दैट इज लाइसिस. Isomerases, you all know what is an isomer. So if I want to change a particular compound into a different isomer, then I can use isomerases. Okay. Ligases. Now, जैसे हम लोग लाइसिस यूज करते हैं कुछ ब्रेक करने के लिए, लाइगेसेस यूज करते हैं कुछ ज्वाइन करने के लिए. अगर मुझे दो मॉलिक्यूल को कंबाइन करके कंपाउंड बनाना है तो मैं लाइगेसेस यूज करेगी. So these were the enzymes which can be obtained from microbes, and we can use them instead of chemical catalyst. Now, where else I can use these microbial enzymes? I can use this microbial enzymes by mixing them with detergent. Okay, you all know that detergents are nothing but the soap or the powder or the liquid which help in removing the dirt or the muck. Okay, आप देखते हो हम लोग कपड़े धोते हैं तो हम लोग कपड़ों में डिटर्जेंट यूज करते हैं सो दैट उसके ऊपर के स्टेन्स है, उसके ऊपर जितने भी दाग धब्बे हैं वो निकल जाए. अब क्या होता है, दाग धब्बे जब स्ट्रॉन्ग विद वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेन्स, ओके, some stains are so strong that they're not easy to remove, so that time we use hot water. But nowadays, in the market, you have certain detergents which you can use and at normal temperature or in cold water also. So the reason is we mix certain microbial enzymes in these detergent. So when I use these microbial enzymes in the detergent, that time I can remove the muck or the dirt from the clothes, from the fabric at low temperature as well. तो मुझे पानी गर्म करके यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. Okay, so this is where we use microbial enzymes. I hope everyone is very clear with this. We use it in the removal of dirt and muck at low temperature. Okay, next is, now please pay attention, this is something new for you. Now, there are certain species of microbes like bacilli and streptomyces. Okay, I want everyone to repeat after me. There are two microbes, that is bacilli and streptomyces. तो हम क्या करते हैं, bacilli and streptomyces से certain microbial enzymes मिलता है. Okay, again enzymes are nothing but the chemicals which increase the rate of reaction. Okay, so bacilli and streptomyces use करके I will get certain microbial enzymes. I will use these enzymes on corn flour. Okay, मक्के का आटा, corn flour. ठीक है, so मैं corn flour लूंगी और उस पे ये enzymes को मैं add करेगी. Okay, yeah, this is my corn flour. I'm gonna react this corn flour with these microbial enzymes and I will get glucose syrup and fructose syrup. Okay, now you will tell me ये बनाया क्यों, कहाँ use होगा? So this glucose and fructose syrup, नाम से ही पता चलता है glucose, fructose, they're type of sugars. So they are used in sweetening. So आपको जो मार्केट में ये चॉकलेट्स है, केक्स है, ये कन्फेक्शनरी के आइटम्स मिलते हैं, इन सब में ये स्वीटनेस ऐड करने के लिए हम यूज करते हैं. एवरी टाइम शुगर यूज हो ऐसा जरूरी नहीं होता. सो वी कैन यूज दीज सिरप्स एंड टू टेल यू, ये जो सिरप्स होते हैं इनको हमको कम क्वांटिटी में यूज करना पड़ता है. सो इट बिकम्स प्रॉफिटेबल. ओके, so glucose syrup and fructose syrup can be produced with the help of corn flour and the microbial enzymes which are obtained from bacilli and streptomyces. Okay, and these syrups can be used in making different products which are supposed to be sweet. I hope I'm very much clear with this. So we'll quickly have a revision that we saw. There are two particular microbial species, and those two species are, I want everyone to quickly answer. Those are, yes, those are bacilli and streptomyces. इनको हम लेंगे, उनसे हमें मिलेगा microbial enzymes. इन enzymes को हम लेंगे and we will make them react with corn flour. Okay, और फिर जो तुम्हें मिलेगा वो है glucose and fructose syrup. Okay, so this is where I can use the microbial enzymes. Now let us see where else we use these microbial enzymes in the different industries. Okay, everyone's eyes on the screen. So we use it in cheese industry. This is nothing new. ये already आप जानते हो. Cheese industry में हमने enzyme use किया था, protease, rennet. So now these enzymes can be obtained from microbes. Okay. then we can use it in the plant extract industry. आपको पता है प्लांट के सर्टेन एक्सट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं जिनको हम यूज करते हैं, जैसे कि गम हो गया, लैटेक्स हो गया, रेजिन हो गया. सो इनमें भी हम माइक्रोबियल एंजाइम्स ऐड करके उनसे हम प्रोडक्ट्स ऑब्टेन कर सकते हैं. ओके, सो प्लांट एक्सट्रैक्ट इंडस्ट्री. Next is textile industry. Textile is nothing but wherein we will produce certain fabric, a cloth. So कुछ कुछ टेक्सटाइल बनाने के लिए हम माइक्रोबियल एंजाइम्स भी यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, एक पर्टिकुलर टेक्सटाइल का टेक्सचर के लिए, उसके अपीयरेंस के लिए, उसके रेजिस्टेंस के लिए. So we use certain microbial enzymes in textile industry as well. I hope everyone is with me. We used microbial enzymes in the cheese production. Then we used it, in the plant extracts industry, textile industry, leather industry. Okay, अब जब हमको कोई एनिमल से लेदर मिलता है, हम डायरेक्टली उससे चीजें नहीं बनाते. ओके, एनिमल की स्किन ऑब्टेन करने के बाद उसको सर्टेन प्रोसेसेस से पास करना पड़ता है. सो उसको हम टैनिंग बोलते हैं, यूजुअली टैनिंग ऑफ द लेदर. सो you obtain the skin of the animal, then you add certain microbes in it, you let it ferment. Okay, तो तब क्या होता है, ये animal skin के certain proteins और फिर ये microbial enzymes इनके बीच reaction होते हैं, तब जाके तुम्हें ऐसा leather मिलता है. And this leather has a very good durability. The duration is very good. Okay, so tanning industry, tanning of leather is very, very important. I see people raising hand. To let me tell you, I am not gonna check your doubts now. What everything will be checked after the lecture. Okay, so keep your doubts for now and ask me after the lecture. So as I was telling you that microbial enzymes are also used in tanning industry, leather industry. Okay, then also paper industry. पेपर इंडस्ट्री आप देखते हो मार्केट में आपको अलग अलग टाइप के पेपर मिलते हैं. ओके, यू गेट textured paper and handmade paper and different color and different texture. So ये सब इंडस्ट्री पेपर की ड्यूरेबिलिटी बढ़ाने के लिए, टेक्सचर देने के लिए भी हम माइक्रोबियल एंजाइम्स यूज करते हैं. ओके, now I hope everyone is very much clear where all we use the microbial enzymes. We'll have a quick revision. We started with the cheese industry, then we moved down to plant extract industry, then we moved down to leather, okay, leather industry, textile industry, and paper industry. So these are the places wherein I will be using microbial enzymes. Okay, now we are going to talk about certain organic acids. Okay, you all know when I say something is an acid, matlab uska pH is below 7. Organic acid, organic matlab it will be obtained from something, some materials which are organically available in the nature. Okay, तो हम नेचुरल चीजों से उसके पास उसके ऊपर प्रोसेसेस अप्लाई करेंगे और फिर इन एसिड्स को ऑब्टेन करेंगे, एंड यहाँ पे हम माइक्रोब्स को यूज करेंगे. So now let us see what are these different organic acids, which are the different microbes we will be using, and what are the acids which we are using in our day-to-day life. Okay, so the first organic acid, we will see what is it made from. So the source material, what is the raw material? So everyone with me, pay attention. Sugar and beet molasses. Okay, मैंने आपको इसके पहले भी बताया है that what is molasses. Now sugar molasses तो आपको पता है, it is this brown colored liquid which is obtained, it's a viscous liquid, okay, a high density liquid which is obtained after extracting sugar from sugarcane juice. ठीक है, so sugar के साथ साथ there is something called as beet molasses. अब now there is something called as sugar beet. I'm not talking about your red colored beetroot, okay, I'm talking about sugar beet. So sugar beet, you know, they're usually white in color and शुगर बीट हम लोग नॉर्मली कंज्यूम नहीं करते. शुगर बीट मैक्सिममली यूज होता है इन प्रोड्यूसिंग शुगर. ओके, सो जैसे शुगर केन जूस से शुगर मिलता है, वैसे शुगर बीट से भी हम शुगर बनाते हैं. सो इन दोनों से शुगर मिलने के बाद जो मोलासिस मिलता है, दैट इज द शुगर एंड बीट मोलासिस. अगेन, beet molasses is also a brown colored viscous liquid. We will react it with ammonia salt. Okay, a salt which has ammonia in it, ammonia salt. I want everyone to remember sugar and beet molasses along with ammonia salt. The microbe which I will be using is Brevibacterium. I want everyone to repeat after me. Brevibacterium. Okay, Brevibacterium and Corynebacterium. So which are the two microbes we are using? Brevibacterium and Corynebacterium. Okay, which amino acid will I get? When I say amino acid, matlab it has a group in it. That's why amino acid. ठीक है? We will get L-glutamic acid. Okay, हमको क्या मिलेगा? L-glutamic acid. आप सिर्फ glutamic acid लिखोगे, आपका मार्क्स कट होगा. You're supposed to write L-glutamic acid. Okay, क्या कहाँ यूज होता है ये L-glutamic acid? I hope you remember I taught you something about MSG. MSG is nothing but monosodium glutamate. Okay, so this L-glutamic acid is used in the production of monosodium glutamate. Okay, that's your Ajinomoto. यहाँ पे glutamate है, glutamic acid. And let me tell you, MSG is a very important ingredient in packaged food. Okay, and especially the Chinese food. बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है ये, बिकॉज इट गिव्स अ स्पेसिफिक टेस्ट टू योर फूड. ठीक है, और वो टेस्ट हम लोग को बहुत ही ज्यादा पसंद है, करके हर एक खाने में ये MSG उन लोग ऐड करते हैं. सो क्विकली रिवाइज करेंगे. व्हाट वाज द सोर्स वी स्टडीड? शुगर एंड बीट मोलासिस. ठीक है, शुगर एंड बीट मोलासिस. What were the microbe? Sorry, sugar and beet molasses के साथ साथ हमने ऐड किया अमोनिया सॉल्ट. ठीक है, फिर अमोनिया सॉल्ट एंड शुगर बीट मोलासिस में हमने ऐड किए दो माइक्रोब, एंड द माइक्रोब वर Brevibacterium and Corynebacterium. Okay, people, you need to remember all of this. This chapter has a lot of tables in them. Okay, and these tables you need to know by heart because they are being asked as objectives. Okay, तुम्हें as such कोई short note वगैरह नहीं पूछेगा, but a lot of objectives और fill in the table और fill in the concept map, ऐसा सब एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है. तो आपको ये अच्छे से सब याद रखना पड़ेगा. And if you have realized, every production had certain microbes in it. So a lot of microbial names which you need to remember. So better keep on repeating these microbes along with me. So it was Brevibacterium and Corynebacterium. फिर क्या मिला आपको? कौन सा एसिड मिला? L-glutamic acid. और ये L-glutamic acid हम किधर यूज किया? To make monosodium glutamate, MSG, Ajinomoto. Let me tell you one thing, exam में you are supposed to write monosodium glutamate. आप MSG लिखोगे शॉर्ट फॉर्म में, मार्क्स कट होगा. Now the next acid. Next also the source is sugar molasses. Now you might be thinking कि हम लोग ये sugar molasses को इतना importance क्यों दे रहे हैं? Let me tell you, the sugar molasses is very, very, very rich in carbohydrate. That is the reason a lot of organic acids बनाने के लिए we use sugar molasses as a raw material. Okay, so the source is sugar molasses. Now here I am using normal. Okay, normal, your NaCl, sodium chloride salt. Okay, उसके बाद the microbe is Aspergillus niger. Okay, Aspergillus niger. ठीक है, ये हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है Aspergillus niger. कहाँ पढ़ा है? I want everyone to remember, where did you study about Aspergillus niger? You remember to yourself that where did you study about it. So now Aspergillus niger will give us the amino acid citric acid. अब ये citric acid नाम से आपको पता चलेगा, and citric acid, okay, vitamin C, which is very common and trending these days, because vitamin C, citric acid increases the immunity to fight against various diseases. So you get citric acid from the source sugar molasses, which is being acted by Aspergillus niger. अब ये citric acid कहाँ use होता है? It is used in drinks, toffees, chocolates, okay? अब आपको मार्केट में जितनी भी चीजें मिलती है जिसमें एक सावर खट्टा टेस्ट है, ओके, और या फिर लेमन का टेस्ट है, उन सब में उन लोग एक्चुअल लेमन जूस नहीं डालने वाले आपके लिए, या फिर ऑरेंज जूस या फिर मैंगो, नो, दे आर नॉट गोना पुट द नेचुरल इंग्रेडिएंट. They are going to put this citric acid, which they will obtain by this process. Okay. I hope everyone is very, very clear. The source was sugar molasses. The organism was Aspergillus niger. And the product was citric acid, which is used in the production of different toffees, drinks, and chocolates. Okay. It's not only that, citric acid is used in various other productions as well. Vitamin C के जो tablets मिलते हैं market में आपको, वहां पे भी citric acid use होता है. चलो, the next source is glucose. Glucose is your simple type of sugar. Along with glucose, I'm using something called as corn steep liquor. Okay, liquor तो सबको ही पता है, ठीक है? So now we are using corn steep liquor. Now what is this corn steep liquor? Liquor का मतलब है it has some amount of alcohol in it. Okay, corn steep liquor is made from corn kernel. Okay, कॉर्न जो रहता है ना उसको हम क्रश करते हैं, उसमें थोड़ा पानी ऐड करते हैं, उसको फर्मेंट होने देते हैं, और उसके बाद आपको मिलता है कॉर्न स्टीप लिकर. नो वन विल बी आस्किंग यू द रेसिपी फॉर कॉर्न स्टीप लिकर. दिस इज जस्ट फॉर योर नॉलेज. ओके, सो हमने ग्लूकोज लिया, हमने कॉर्न स्टीप लिकर लिया, उसके बाद द माइक्रोब विच आई विल बी यूजिंग इज Aspergillus niger. Okay, sometime back we did study about Aspergillus niger. Sorry, again we are studying about Aspergillus niger. ठीक है? The amino acid which I will obtain is gluconic acid. I want everyone to repeat it with me. Which acid I am getting? Gluconic acid. अब ये gluconic acid मैं कहाँ use करेगी? It is used in the production of minerals, used as supplement. Okay, it is used in the production of minerals, used as supplement for calcium and iron. आप लोग देखते हो कभी आपको कैल्शियम या आयरन का जब भी कैल्शियम आयरन का when you have deficiency, that time आपको डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब करके देते हैं कैल्शियम एंड आयरन के मेडिसिन्स. तो ये कैल्शियम और आयरन के टैबलेट बनाने के लिए ग्लूकोनिक एसिड यूज होता है. ठीक है, आई वॉन्ट एवरी वन टू रिमेम्बर दिस बिकॉज दीज ऑल थिंग्स आर आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम. ओके, सो वी हैव what was the source? The source was glucose and corn steep liquor. The source is glucose and corn steep liquor. उसके बाद the microbe is the one which we studied earlier, that is Aspergillus niger. Okay, Aspergillus niger. And what is the Aspergillus niger giving you? Gluconic acid. What is it giving you? Gluconic acid. And gluconic acid कहाँ पे use होता है? It is used in the production of minerals, which are used as supplement for iron and calcium. Okay, चलो. The next one is, again we are using molasses. I can use sugar molasses, I can use beet molasses, it will be okay. Then I have to use corn steep liquor. अभी मैंने आपको बताया था थोड़ी देर पहले what is constiped liquor. I hope everyone is very much aware with it. Molasses and constiped liquor. The microbe used over here is Lactobacillus delbrueckii. Okay, the microbe used over here is Lactobacillus delbrueckii. I hope everyone remembers कि हम लोग ने Lactobacillus delbrueckii कहाँ पे पढ़ा था. ठीक है, so Lactobacillus. अच्छा, अभी simple question. If I'm using Lactobacillus delbrueckii, तो ये मेरे को कौन सा एसिड बना के देगा? Lactic acid. Very simple. Okay. So Lactobacillus delbrueckii will give you lactic acid. Now, where is this lactic acid used? It is the source of nitrogen. Okay. It is the source of nitrogen. You all know that plants need nitrogen, and nitrogen is one of the fertilizers which we put into the soil for the plants. तो वो नाइट्रोजन बनाने के लिए I can use lactic acid, and also production of vitamins, especially vitamin B2. Okay, so lactic acid is used in the productions of vitamin B, and I'll tell you vitamin B usually हम लोग कब कंज्यूम करते हैं? जब आपकी बॉडी में कुछ डाइजेशन रिलेटेड इश्यूज होते हैं, तो यू विल बी चेक्ड कि आपको विटामिन बी का डेफिशिएंसी है क्या, and then you will be prescribed with these vitamins which are made using lactic acid. Okay, so we just saw that the source over here was molasses. Okay, and in the molasses you also used constiped liquor, and the microbe was Lactobacillus delbrueckii. The amino acid is lactic acid, and it was used in the production of nitrogen, which is a fertilizer, and production of vitamins. Okay, so the next one, molasses and constiped liquor. Next organism is, अभी आपको molasses and constiped liquor तो याद हो गया रहेगा. Next microbe is Aspergillus itaconius. I want everyone to repeat this after me. Aspergillus itaconius. Okay, very, very important. Please repeat Aspergillus itaconius. Now, this Aspergillus itaconius is used in making itaconic acid. क्या बनाएगा? Itaconic acid. And this itaconic acid, which is obtained from Aspergillus itaconius by fermenting molasses and constiped liquor, is used in paper industry, textile industry, plastic industry, and gum production. Okay, so ये कहाँ पे यूज होता है? It is used in paper, textile, plastic, and gum production. Okay, I'll just give you one simple property. Itaconic acid में there is one property, it increases the resistance of the particular material. Okay, it makes it a little more durable and stronger. तो वो resistance बढ़ाता है करके हम itaconic acid को add करते हैं. Okay, I hope we are very much clear with this. So we'll quickly remember all the source material, all the microbes, the amino acid obtained from them, and their uses. Okay. So the first one was sugar and beet molasses along with ammonia salt. The microbe was Brevibacterium and Corynebacterium. I want everyone to repeat it with me. The acid was L-glutamic acid, and it is used in the production of monosodium glutamate, that is Ajinomoto. The second one was sugar molasses and salt. Okay, sugar molasses and salt, and the organism was Aspergillus niger, which gave you citric acid, used in the production of toffees, chocolate, drinks. Okay, I hope everyone is with me and everyone is paying attention. Next is glucose and constiped liquor. the organism we are going to use is, sorry, Aspergillus niger, the same organism, but you will get gluconic acid. Okay, and this gluconic acid is used in the production of minerals used as supplement for calcium and iron. Okay, the next is molasses and corn steep liquor. Molasses and corn steep liquor, lactobacillus delbrueckii. माइक्रोब से पता चलता है कौन सा अमाइनो एसिड होगा, लैक्टिक एसिड. लैक्टिक एसिड किधर यूज होगा, इन द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ नाइट्रोजन and production of certain vitamins. Okay, next, molasses and corn steep liquor, the organism changes, and here we have the last one, Aspergillus itaconius, and the acid is itaconic acid. Okay, and the use, paper industry, textile industry, plastic industry, and also in gum production. Okay, so this is what we studied, this is what we saw in the organic acids table. I hope we are very much clear with the organic acid table. Now there is a small concept, one more concept which we'll just go through. We'll just see what is the next concept. Now you all might have eaten ice creams. Okay, now there are products like ice cream, उसके बाद puddings. Okay, बहुत लोगों ने ये क्वारंटीन में घर पे बनाया भी होगा. आइसक्रीम है, फिर पुडिंग है, कैरमल पुडिंग वेरी फेमस. उसके बाद तुम्हारे चॉकलेट्स है, मिल्क शेक्स है, ठीक है, चॉकलेट ड्रिंक्स है, सूप्स है, जो इंस्टेंट सूप आपको मार्केट में मिलते हैं, जो पाउडर में सिर्फ आपको बॉइलिंग वाटर मिक्स करना होता है एंड यू गेट द सूप रेडी. सो ऑल दीज डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स, ओके, ये जो जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स है इसमें जो एक थिकनेस आता है. ओके, यू माइट हैव नोटिस्ड, हम अगर बाहर जो आइसक्रीम मिलती है वो खाते हैं और घर पे अगर मैं आइसक्रीम बनाती हूँ तो वो सेम टेक्सचर, थिकनेस, ओके, दैट सॉफ्ट टेक्सचर वो आता नहीं है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दिस thing which imparts this soft and thick texture, that creaminess which your ice cream, which your soups, which your milkshake, which your chocolates have. So this particular thickness is provided with the help of something called as xanthan gum. Okay, it is provided with something called as xanthan gum. I don't know, you might have heard about it, you might have not heard about it. This is called as xanthan gum. Okay, yeah, I don't want people to confuse xanthan gum with gelatin. Gelatin is something else. Gelatin is used for increasing the density and rather to set a particular product. Xanthan gum is used to provide a soft creamy texture. Okay, so this xanthan gum कैसे मिलेगा, कहाँ मिलेगा? तो xanthan gum बनाने के लिए you have to use starch. Okay, आपको मार्केट में कॉर्न स्टार्च मिलता है तो वो स्टार्च चाहिए. उसके बाद आपको मोलासेस चाहिए. ठीक है, starch and molasses हम यूज करेंगे. This we will ferment using a particular microbe, very important microbe, and this particular microorganism is Xanthomonas species. I want everyone to repeat it with me. Xanthomonas species. Okay, so Xanthomonas species will give you xanthan gum. It is not xanthum. It is not THAM. It is THAN. I want everyone to have their attention on the screen. Okay, so you used starch, molasses, you fermented it with the help of Xanthomonas species, and you got xanthan gum. Okay, now why are we using this xanthan gum? Because it has certain properties. People, please pay attention. We are on the end of the lecture. We're at the end now. The properties of xanthan gum, because it is soluble, it has solubility, it can dissolve in hot water as well as cold water. Okay, वो गर्म पानी में भी डिजोल्व होता है, वो कोल्ड वाटर में भी डिजोल्व होता है। इसका मतलब है कि मैं उसको सूप बनाने के लिए भी यूज कर सकती हूँ और आइसक्रीम बनाने के लिए भी यूज कर सकती हूँ। ठीक है, इट इज वर्सेटाइल, आई कैन यूज इट इन बोथ द टेम्परेचर एंड it has high density, it has a thickness, it has a creaminess to it. Okay, so this thickness, this creaminess will give a good texture to my product. Okay, so that is why we use xanthan gum. Where all we use it? In the production of pigments. आपको जो मार्केट में कलर्स मिलते हैं, फिर मैं फूड कलर की बात करूं, रंगोली के कलर की बात करूं या फिर होली के कलर की बात करूं, हर जगह पे xanthan गम यूज होगा। फर्टिलाइजर्स में थिकनेस प्रोवाइड करने के लिए यूज होगा। ओके, इट्स नॉट दैट xanthan इज ओनली यूज्ड इन food products, but it can be used in other products also. Weedicide. Okay, I hope everyone knows what are weeds. Okay, so the ones who are using their extra dimag, so come back to the weeds which we have studied in the chapters last year. Weeds are the unwanted plant. Okay, so weeds are the unwanted plants which grow in the farm. So I don't want them to be growing because वो कंपटीशन क्रिएट करते हैं मेरे दूसरे प्लांट के लिए, मेरे मेन प्लांट के लिए। तो उनको किल करने के लिए मैं वीडीसाइड यूज करती हूँ। एनीथिंग विच हैज द वर्ड साइड एट द एंड, दैट मींस इट इज यूज्ड टू किल दैट। सो वीडीसाइड्स आर यूज्ड टू किल weeds, and in the production of weedicide I use xanthan gum. Also in the textile pigments, टेक्सटाइल मतलब जो फैब्रिक क्लॉथ में कलर्स आते हैं, कलर्स ऐड करते हैं हम, वो पिगमेंट, वो थिकनेस के लिए भी मैं xanthan gum यूज करेगी। टूथपेस्ट के लिए यूज करेगी। यू हैव ऑल सीन टूथपेस्ट इफ यू ब्रश योर टीथ ऑन डेली बेसिस, सो योर टूथपेस्ट इज थिक इन नेचर, इट हैज अ हाई डेंसिटी, इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ द xanthan gum. ओके, हाई क्वालिटी पेपर, अगर मुझे पेपर में थिकनेस चाहिए तो मैं पेपर पे भी ऐड कर सकती हूँ पेपर प्रोडक्शन में। ठीक है, so now this is all we studied about xanthan gum. So I'll quickly revise for you. Xanthan gum is used to impart thickness, high density to food products and in different industries. Xanthan gum बनाने के लिए आपको चाहिए starch, molasses, फिर आप उसको ferment करेंगे with Xanthomonas species और आपको मिलेगा xanthan gum. And here the recipe is over. And here we are ending today's lecture. Okay, so whatever matlab I'm ending the lecture as in I'm stopping the lecture over here, but I'll quickly glance through your chats so you can put me whatever doubts you have in the chat box, and I'll stop sharing, and the homework will be sent to you on WhatsApp. I hope everyone is doing the homework on regular basis. Okay, yeah, so I will open the chat box. Why don't we use okay, the first question I saw was why don't we use natural fruits? So let me tell you, natural fruits ना महंगे पड़ते हैं, और अगर मुझे प्रॉफिट चाहिए तो मुझे सस्ती चीजें यूज करनी पड़ेगी। ओके, सो सस्ती चीजें यूज करेंगे तो ज्यादा प्रॉफिट होगा, तो इसीलिए हम जो लैब में बनते हैं केमिकल्स वगैरह यूज करते हैं। ठीक है, जस्ट अ मिनट, या okay. What's use of isomerases? Isomerases are used in converting a different, converting or changing an isomer. अगर एक पर्टिकुलर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मेरे पास एल ग्लूटामिक एसिड है और मुझे उसको डी ग्लूटामिक एसिड बनाना है, तो फिर मैं आइसोमर यूज कर सकती है। Is xanthan gum harmful for health? No, it's not harmful for health. As I've been telling this from day one, anything in excess is harmful. In limited quantities, it is fine. Microbial enzymes are used in paper production. Yes, we can use microbial enzymes for paper production. Okay. Can we consume corn liquor? We can use it in different production of different liquor, but people don't consume corn steep liquor directly. Okay. Is xanthan gum used in cakes? Yes, we can use it in the cakes to provide thickness to it. And बहुत सारे लोगों ने xanthan gum used in cake पूछा है. Yes, we use it. Why does soup does not become thick and ice cream becomes thick? अच्छा, okay, someone has just asked a question कि सूप थिक क्यों नहीं होता और आइसक्रीम क्यों थिक होता है. तो बेटा हम लोग उतना ही ऐड कर दे जितनी थिकनेस चाहिए. अगर तुमको सूप में आइसक्रीम की कंसिस्टेंसी चाहिए तो तुम आइसक्रीम के जितना xanthan गम ऐड कर सकते हो. बट हम सूप को कैसे खाते नहीं है, हम पीते हैं, राइट? तो हम उतना ही xanthan गम ऐड करेंगे. एंड एंड फ्रक्टोज सिरप मीन्स व्हाट? बेटा शुगर के अलग अलग टाइप्स है. ग्लूकोज, फ्रक्टोज, सुक्रोज, गैलेक्टोज, लैक्टोज. सो वन ऑफ द टाइप इज फ्रक्टोज. ओके, उसमें बॉन्ड्स अलग होते हैं, आपको केमिस्ट्री में पढ़ाया जाएगा ये. No, xanthan gum is used for pigments and paper. Then it is harmful for eating. No, it's not harmful for eating. We make it in such a way that it does not have harmful effects. जरूरी नहीं है कि कुछ जो चीजें कंज्यूमेबल प्रोडक्ट्स में यूज होती है वो हमारे लिए हार्मफुल ही हो. ओके, व्हाट इज एन आइसोमर? Please start. Okay, you can. What is an isomer? Isomer, it has a different structure. You'll get to study this in chemistry. Is xanthan gum used in Maggi masala powder? You can check the ingredients in Maggi masala powder, and I guess it might be used because it does provide certain amount of thickness. And can we get xanthan gum at shops? I don't think you get xanthan gum at shops. It is used by industries, so industries might be obtaining it from the labs. Monosodium glutamate means MSG, and I guess we should be ending the lecture now. Okay, and next time if you're asking doubts, please be specific to the chapter and to the concept.